Hey y'all, in this lesson we are going to look at multiplication and division with numbers in scientific notation. So we have the same I can statement and the same essential question that we had before. The difference here is that to multiply or divide, we are simply going to use our exponent properties. Let's look at example 1, where we are multiplying numbers in scientific notation. The Confederation Bridge connects New Brunswick to Prince Edward Island. These are in Canada. The main part of the bridge rests on piers that form 43 different segments. So we have 43 versions of this. What is the approximate length of the main part of the bridge? Express your answer in scientific notation. First, we're going to write an expression to represent this. Each length of segment is 8.2 times 10 to the second across, and we have 43 of these different segments. So we're going to have 8.2 times 10 squared times 43. That is how we will figure out the total length of the bridge. Well, we can express both of these numbers in scientific notation by having 8.2 times 10 squared times, we can rewrite 43 as 4.3 times 10 to the first. Now we simply multiply. Because we can multiply in any order we want, take 8.2 times 4.3, and then we'll multiply 10 squared times 10 to the first. So when we do this, see how we rearrange this, red numbers, blue numbers. 8.2 times 4.3 ends up being 35.26, and our power of 10, we have 2 plus 1, so we'll get 10 cubed. Now, we need to rewrite this properly in scientific notation, which means moving the decimal point over 1. And that also means moving my power up to 4. So now that I have this properly rewritten in scientific notation, now I have my answer. The length of the main part of the bridge is approximately, we're going to round, 3.5 times 10 to the fourth. It didn't say to round, so you don't have to, but it's approximately 3.5 times 10 to the fourth. Let's look at dividing numbers in scientific notation. A queen ant lays 1.83 times 10 to the 6th power eggs over a period of 30 days. Assuming she lays the same number of eggs each day, about how many eggs does she lay in one day? Express your answer in scientific notation. So first, again, we want to have both of our numbers in scientific notation. So first we'll rewrite 30 in scientific notation, which is really just 3 times 10 to the first. Now we divide. So we're going to have 1.83 times 10 to the 6th divided by 3 times 10 to the first. We'll rewrite that as a fraction. Because when we rewrite that as a fraction, we can split that up and divide each part individually. Now we can divide those first numbers and use our exponent rules with the second numbers. 1.83 divided by 3 is 0.61, and 10 to the 6th divided by 10 to the first, well, we'll do 6 minus 1 to get 10 to the 5th. Now we need to write this in proper scientific notation, so we need to move our decimal actually 1 to the right, which means our power will go down by 1. So we have 6.1 times 10 to the 4th power. So the queen lays about 6.1 times 10 to the 4th power eggs every day. That's over 6,000 eggs a queen ant lays every day. All right, your turn to try our division problem here. There are 1 times 10 to the 14th good bacteria in the human body. There are 2.6 times 10 to the 18th good bacteria among the spectators in a soccer stadium. So how many spectators are there in the stadium? So we're going to take the total good bacteria divided by the number of good bacteria in one human to figure out how many humans there are in the stadium. Go ahead and try this on your own, then continue the video to see the answer. Now remember, operations with very large and very small numbers can be carried out more efficiently using scientific notation as opposed to writing these numbers all the way out. The properties of exponents still apply when doing these. So when you multiply, you'll rearrange it so you multiply the first numbers and multiply the powers of 10 using your exponent property. Don't forget to rewrite your answer in proper scientific notation. And with dividing, you'll divide the first two numbers and then divide the powers of 10 so that we can get that answer. Also, again, don't forget to rewrite your answer in proper scientific notation if you need to. Your next steps are to submit your 9.5B notes, complete your 9.5 build, and then take your 9.5B mastery check. Good luck.